Welcome back to Python tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be going over Python variables. All right. So as you can see here, I already changed it to Python variables. Okay. So over down here, we have variables. All right. A variable is a name storage location in a computer program. All right. So you define a variable by telling the compiler what name you will use to refer to it. All right. The initial value of the variable. Okay. So now the initial value of the variable means that, okay, so let's say I want to, A is a variable and I want to assign it to 1. So 1 is the initial value of the variable. That's what this paragraph is actually talking about. So use an assignment statement to place a value into a variable. Okay, so in Python does not recognize this sign as comparison operator. Right, so when I mean comparison, I mean when you want to say like 2 is equal to 2, you don't do it like this in Python. This is an assignment statement. This sign is an assignment statement in Python. So in order to check if 2 is equal to 2, you use double equal sign. Double equal sign. So this is the comparison operator, while this is an assignment operator. All right, so let's get into the actual coding right now. So let's assign A to 30, right? And we run. So when I call on A, I have 30, right? So when I let me assign B to let's say 40. So when I call on B, I have 40. Good. So now there are ways to name. There are so many ways you can name your variable. Okay, but so the most popular ones are the underscore and the camel case notation. So let's go with the camel case notation. So camel case notation. All right. And by the way, we use this symbol, this hash sign, right, to comment out a Python code we don't want to run. All right, so now let's check out the camel case notation. So let's say I have 2 dogs, right, and I want to check, and I have my dogs. All right, so now you can see the first word here, mine, is the first letter there starts with small letter M. All right, while the second one, D, represents the dogs. It starts with capital letter D, which is the camel case notation. All right, so you can say this is equal to, all right, then let's use a list here. Okay, I will say smigo. Okay, and here we say let's say another one, let's say Scopy. All right, so as you can see, I use here I use double quotation mark, and here I use single quotation mark. All right, so these are all the same thing. I will explain more when we get to strings. All right, so when I call on my dogs, all right, so we have this Smigo and Scopy. All right, so now let's check another naming convention. I can be like, okay, my names. All right, so that's actually my surname and my actual name. I'm sorry about that. So now let's do Anderson, and with a comma, and now let's do Chooks. All right, so let's run. So as you can see here, we use an underscore to separate this. Okay, so when I call on my names, you see. All right, so let's try something else. My sister's name. All right, sorry about that. So my sis, and let's give a space name. Then now let's run it and say Lucia. Of course, her name is Lucia. So now let's run. As you can see, invalid syntax. All right, so what you can do, you can either come here and do it like this, and when you run, it runs. So when I call on my sister's name, and right now we won't have any errors anymore, Lucia. So now another way to do this is camel case, right? So now when I run this, it runs, and when I copy this name and paste it here, we won't have an error. Okay, so now let's check out something else. Let's say this name, and then let's assign it to Anderson. Let's run. Object name Anderson is not fine. All right, this is because we are using this question mark to begin our variable name. All right, so it is not, this is a bad convention. All right, so whenever you are typing out word and you see that word, the color is changed, it's no longer black, it means that it is a Python keyword. All right, keywords are like and. All right, you can use this to assign a variable, and you can use is, and you can use else, you can use for. As you can see, they are all highlighted, right? So this is it for variable assignments. And am I missing anything? All right, so and again, you can use a number. You can use a number to start. Okay, you can't just be like one. Sorry about that. Mark done. Go back to code. So you can't just start with 1 2 3 4 is equals to 1 2 3 4. No, this is a bad naming convention. All right, so this is it for this video, and I truly wish you like it, and I will see you on the next one, where we'll discuss about strings and the rest. Okay.